What up, though, everybody? What's going on in another episode of D313XP, man? Back at here at live, talking about the Detroit Lions and the Detroit Tigers, man. College football weekend, man. This is your boy DC1, Nomus J in the building, and we got Bree gonna be joining us shortly, man. Nomus, man, what's going on? How you feeling, brother?
What's happening, everybody? What up, though, everybody? What's happening? What's going on? Just chilling, man. Been watching the game a little bit ago. We got some things to talk about, of course. Like you said, Bree will be joining us shortly. Uh, yeah, man, ready to get this thing going. How about
Man,
you?
man, I'm ready to get this thing going, man. Too. We got some couple of victories we got today, man. We got to talk about the Detroit Lions, man. Then later on in the show, we're gonna be talking about the Detroit Tigers, man, which 1 week away for them to be in the playoffs, man. So Nomus, man, we got to talk about it. The Detroit Lions, man, got the victory against the Arizona Cardinals, a bounce back victory,
Oh,
20-13. Can you hear me, Nomus?
well, like it. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. No, yeah. Now go ahead, Nomus. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go. What you think? Go ahead, Nomus.
Okay, so, yeah, I'm here. I got you. So, it's like this, y'all. No, we knew we had to come in and win this game today, man, to get the momentum back in our favor. Lions come out here and take care of business. Obviously, like you said, man, it was a big Cardinals fight today for it. Lions go out there win 2013 against the Arizona Cardinals on the road. They needed that confidence booster going on the road to win, as we know, but that's not the big point. Today was about getting back on track. Lions came out today with an emphasis, man, and they wanted to get that ball back on the ground. At halftime, Jared Goff only threw 12 passes, and I think he completed straight 12 passes. And the Lions had basically ran the ball 21 times at that point between two running backs, both of them getting a little 50 yards. And David Montgomery, I believe, scored the first touchdown, and Gibbs later before halftime. So it was a good thing, and Jared Goff threw one in. I'm going to stick around. So it was a good thing to get back to what we usually play. But there was still some sloppiness, of course, from play calling late in the second half. We went scoreless, but we were still able to tough it out on defense, man. Aaron Glenn put up a whopping good game today. To me, he gets the game ball because, I mean, the game plan was excellent. Yeah, he couldn't get to Kyler Murray outside maybe one time with a sack, but you rattled him enough to where he was forced to hold on to the ball, find somebody. Yeah, he connected at times, but he had to overthrow the ball a lot of situations. He had to run and try to make extra time just to get stuff off. So that just tells you your coverage it was pretty good today. And he did his thing. So again, gotta give Aaron Glenn the game ball. Considering we was Allison Saloni's day, I didn't know that. And then Lee McNeil, unfortunately, along with Derek Burns, went out with injury. Levi at times when he came back in, but Derek Burns and Lee McNeil was definitely ruled out due to shoulder for Liam and knee for Barnes, which is really tough. You don't want to hear that. So we really need those guys in there. But luckily, we still have Reader and Levi came back in the game. So even Terrion was dealing with it today. And Brian Branch towards the end. So both sides of the ball because Buddha got shaken up too early. So it was a hard fight fought game. You can tell it's early in the season. A lot of these nagging injuries starting to happen. And this is the result of what you miss out on preseason. This is why a lot of times they do let keep guys out during that period of time because of obviously what we're seeing now. But for me, man, they did enough to win this game. I think that's just a quick matchup for what this today was. They did enough.
Oh, we lost connection with Nomus J, man. So as we going to continue on, man. So the Detroit Lions, like I said, put out the victory 20-13 against the Arizona Cardinals, which the Cardinals team that came out hot last week against their division rivals, the LA Rams. As Nomus was saying, there was some things that, offensively the Lions went back to basics. They went back to running the football. They ran the football very effectively, and that's the type of thing, type of football that needed to happen. Ran the football, a lot, and they got back to what they was doing, man. So obviously Jared Goff, took care of the football, and besides that one interception, but he didn't, he didn't have to throw the ball 30, 40 sometimes like he did last week. He did not, he went 18 from 23, 199 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception. You'll take that all day. Definitely take that all day. Absolutely, man. We definitely take that. Especially when you have a good running game, Gibbs and David Montgomery, there was two. Like I said, been saying this longer. They're the one of the most dynamic running backs in the league. Man, when we have one of the best offensive lines in the league, to opens up the running game, it opens up play action. And I seen today they got Laporta involved early and often. Got him involved today. You got St. Brown in this, and you seen. We got two guys that came up on the, brought up for the practice squad. We got Tim Patrick came up. He made a couple of catches. If we look at the stats today, like I said, Jared Goff, 18 for 23, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He was only sacked twice. His rating was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? All around, like I said, the 1 interception, you know what I'm saying? He stood on the receiver. And threw that pick, but otherwise Jared Goff pretty much, he went 14 for 14 before he threw his first incompletion pass of the game. So just like I said, Jared Goff, he played very well. It wasn't great, it wasn't bad, but he played well enough to win this game. David Montgomery, 23 carries, 105 yards on the TD with a TD. Jahmyr Gibbs, 16 carries, 83 yards. St. Brown, like I said, the receiving St. Brown, 7 catches, 75 yards with the TD. Stan Laporta, he only had 2 catches, but they got him involved early in the game. Brock Wright, 4 catches. Jahmyr Gibbs, he getting to get that touchdown. That was including with that ladder, that hook and ladder that was passed to St. Brown. They hooked it in the lateral to Gibbs for that touchdown. That was used. That was something that came. That was, was not expected, but hey, it worked. We got that touchdown. Jameson Williams you didn't get much out of Jameson Williams today, but he only had 1 catch for 9 yards. Like you said, Tim Patrick, he had 1 catch for 8 yards. Just didn't get it out there. So, but as far as overall, I like the game plan. Like I said, the play calling could have been, it was a little bit suspect to me, but I like. I like they went back to running the football. I loved how they went running the football. It was very huge. Get back to the basics of because we know the Arizona team, you can run at them. And that's what the Arizona is showed they cannot stop the run. You run at them, play at your pass. Don't confuse that defense. So it was very huge for the Detroit Lions from about coming back, the bounce back win on the road. Against the Arizona team, like you said, it was hot last week. And being there blew out their divisional rivals, and we had to take care of business, and our defense. Now have an issue with our defense, really. I still have not have an issue with our defense. The reason why is I know some things, a couple things, it's still some things that need cleaned up, but at the same time, our defense has been holding it down with these first 3 games of the season. Every game that we had so far, we held our opponents at least 20 points or under. We just held the Cardinals to 13 points, which they scored 41 last week against the LA Rams. Okay. We held them to 13 points. We did that today. Our defense stepped up, played well. So we held the Rams to 20 points. Even though we lost to the Buccaneers.
Our defense is only.
Go ahead, no.
I was gonna say our defense is only so far 3 games giving up 53 points. But offensively, sadly, we only scored like 62. But yeah, so that's a good start for the defense. 53 points giving up 3 games.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's a good start for our defense, man. So, like I said, it was very huge today, and we ran, like I said, ran the ball effectively today. It was, that's what we needed today. What I'm saying? We needed that so far, and and that's the type of results that we, it's not going to be a perfect game. I know the second half could have been a lot better, than the first half, but We held our ground. Our defense stepped up. They frustrated Kyler Murray. You know how he is. He gets outside that pocket. He gets it going. You know what I'm saying? He's dangerous. You know, we frustrate him. Even we got a pick. We got an interception off him. Kirby Joseph again. You know, their defense, like you said, stepped up. It stepped up, man. They frustrated him.
Yeah,
You
damn near
know,
3.
yeah, absolutely. He and damn near 3. But and then also too, the key play was, and I'm gonna say this while I let you turn it to let you take over now. The key was when Arizona went for it on 4th down, what they originally called the ref called it a first down, where Dan Campbell challenged it, and we had the turnover on downs. That was the key moment of the game to me, because the simple fact, even though the Lions got the ball and they didn't do nothing with it, but that was the key moment because you made that stop, because you saw seeing Arizona was starting to try to have a little momentum to get in that game.
Yeah.
I thought that part right there was key to me, the key of the game, that stop of the game to me. When that 4th down.
Don't forget about. Oh no, my bad. I was gonna say, don't forget about that one going into halftime too when we scored the touchdown.
Oh yeah,
they're lucky that was controversial. But yeah, that was another one.
But in that one, if you really look at that, Nolans, because they didn't hike the ball. I know Cardinals fans is gonna go crazy talking about, we got screwed and all that. We've been getting screwed. Lions fans, we've been getting screwed all our lives with a lot of, pause. You know what I'm saying, as far as, bad play, bad calls and all that. So we know how it is, okay? But at the same time, yes, they blew the whistle. To me, I think it was a little late, but but it was the right. That was the right thing, and then you was right. That if it wasn't for that 2-minute warning, that would have been a pick six. That would have been a pick six.
Yeah.
But I'd say that part, the one I was talking about, that 4th down stop, that was the key moment for them to, like you said, because Arizona was starting getting momentum, they're trying to inch into that end zone. That's why I say that moment. Yeah. So
yeah.
Go ahead, no. I'll let you take over, brother.
Yeah, like I said, defensively, I love how we adjusted the entire game, because every time they were trying to build momentum, we just found a way to kind of put a stop, staying true to what we were doing, what the game plan defensively was, what did it. But because I'm no Miss J, and I know people expect me just to be a butthole. By the way, shout out to everybody in the chat for 313 Hitman. I know Dante has sent them the link. But anyway, what I didn't like today, I gotta get to some things I didn't like. Again, it goes back to the offense. A lot of fans are gonna say, "Hey, wins a win." Yeah, you're right. Wins a win. The problem is, when you look at the way we played this game, this is still an example showing that our inconsistent play calling is putting us in harm's way. That defense swallowed its tail off. Now, we've lost games like this before, where defense played lights out when they probably shouldn't have in certain situations. And lose the game, and then we're blaming it on official calls, or we're blaming on this. And really, the offense let us down in a lot of ways. They did just enough in the first half to come away with the win, but that was because your defense bailed you out. You know what I'm saying? Going against the next game, we're going to have to be on clicking on all 4 cylinders, because Seattle is not playing. And you got fortunate today, but you lost at home to this team, you lost on the road to this team. This team has our number every chance. If you go beat them, it's time to turn it up. We got to get this offense going. I still saw too much cuteness at times for no reason. I think right now it's something you have to wait on that and just kind of take what the plays you're given. Like, one thing that I did like Jared Goff did today, like, I saw him make reads, and then he'll turn around and toss the ball to Brock Wright. Like, just keep it simple. That was the thing right there. Like, dude, do that, because that's what you got to do sometimes in these early, real dried up situations in the game where you're kind of struggling with your chemistry a little bit. The way it's simple, and keep it understandable, keep it fair. You don't need golf right now to take the world. So the point is, simple play for them to make. Go to your first deal, read your closest one, and make a play. And right there, just that. A few cards got that. But other than that, like I said, I didn't have an issue with the running attack, of course, because that's what we should have been doing. I do feel like we got screwed on one little play, not trying to do a referee, but it was the 4th and 1. I don't. It was bad play design to me, but to me, I thought we got the first down when it was 3rd and 1. I felt we got it, and they didn't give us, because I saw another situation after that where they gave us the same length, and then we got the first down. So I was like, I think they measured that wrong. And that 4th and 1 play that they came out with was just wrong. It was the right call to run the ball, even the right person, but you probably should have ramped it off the outside or something. That's where to avoid the pressure. And I think we would have been fine. But those are some of the things I didn't like. And to me, we got a lot more to clean up. We talking about really making a run this year. Because as you see around our division, I don't know what's going on with Minnesota or what they drinking over there, but they keep finding a way to win with Sam Darnold. Then you have Green Bay that's winning with backup quarterback. They dropped 30 balls today on Tennessee. Ouch. And Chicago, well, Chicago. They laid another egg, so who cares? Shout out to Bears country, but no, man, the Lions gonna really have to clean some things up. And that's what I'm saying. This is not like a one-person blame or one player blame. They gonna have to find a way to keep consistent to what they're doing. They gotta follow the game. Run the ball. That's our best bet. You know what I'm saying? I need to see more starts to our games like how we had today. But I need that to continue in the second half. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I need that to continue. We are not going to win the game clean. You know what I'm saying? You got a tough matchup. Even when you go on the bye week and you come out of bye week, you got another little annoying team that I'm not going to name right now. We'll get to them when it's time. Excuse my French. Anyway, we'll get to them when it's time to get to them. But we got to get this thing out nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? This is a good bounce back game for not just for the last couple weeks, but this is what we were sort of used to last year. So hopefully we can build from this and keep on forward.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like, now that we. Oh yeah, absolutely. So before I'm gonna go over to talk about the scores around the NFL, like I said, that was a huge statement. Win to bounce back, win on the road, in a tough environment in Arizona. And you got to get a shout out to our fans, man. Our fans showed out in Arizona today, man. You saw a lot of Honolulu blue and Honolulu blue and white jerseys all over, man. You see all our Lions fans showed up at that stadium today. We got to get a shout out to our Lions fans out there today, man. So absolutely, man. They showed out today, man. Credit to them. But yeah, also like you said, there's some things they still need to clean up on. Like I said, is just get back to the basics of running the football and don't try to be too cute, Ben Johnson, and keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Keep it simple for Jared Goff. Keep it simple for our offense. So, but yeah, we got to talk about this numbers right quick before I talk about the scores. So, the Seattle one. We got to talk about it. Seattle been having our number for a while. They had our number for a while. They're 3-0 this year. They 3-0 right now. They just their defense has been unbelievable these first 3 games, man. Seattle's been playing some good ball, man. So we at home Monday night game. We got to run at them. We got to play smart because Seattle is a team. They will get after the quarterback. They very physical. The 3 games they played, I understand they beat the Dolphins. Yep. Dolphins Dolphins don't have a quarterback to save their life right now. Okay. Their backup quarterback, they got hurt today too.
They would have beat them anyway, in my opinion.
Yeah. See, the key to the Lions, they gotta run the football. We gotta get some of our guys healthy. and we got to run the football,
Yeah.
and we got to protect our quarterback. We got to take care of the football. We got to make sure we keep Seattle's defense on the field longer than they expect. We don't want them sitting on the sideline, getting fresh legs, getting a bunch of Gatorade and all that, and coming out, they be all fresh. We're gonna keep them tired, keep them honest. 1 o'clock, run the football, wear them down. Don't give Seattle opportunities, because Seattle will take advantage of that. So I'll say it's the Lions. This is the opportunity we could finally get over this hump of being Seattle, because Seattle has been beating us. They have. We got to get over that hump of beating them. And what better to have on a Monday night at home to get the revenge on them. So I like our chances with them. I think our home crowd is going to be behind us. We need to put a statement and beat Seattle. We don't want Seattle going 4-0. We need to go ahead and put a statement and show them we the big dogs on the block. We gotta be smart. We gotta be physical. Run at them. Don't run away from them. Run at them. They make Geno Smith look average. So, any thoughts on this moments with this Lions Seattle before I talk about these NFL scores?
Yeah. Man, listen, like you said, we already know we going against right now. We know we against. You have to take everything away from Geno defensively, because it's not him you got to beat. It's everything else. He's just sitting back doing the same thing he's been doing. The difference is, like you said, that defense is playing even better. And, obviously we got to play a tough matchup, man. I hate to say it like this, but we got to put this in the hands of our running backs, but more importantly, not to single him out. I feel like I got to say that every time I say something, but we really need Ben Johnson and Goff to step it up, because you go into a physical match. I mean, Goff at this point, these type of games, Goff will have to be willing to take a hit to get one out. I mean, that's just what it is. We got to come out with the identity to attack, because if we come in and play too safe, it's going to hurt us. And I hate to say we have to attack, because the way our spudding offense has been, this is why I say you have to really get this ground game going, because we need that play action back. We need to throw them off their rockers. And that's where I say Goff has got to really go ahead and tuck it up. I said, Ben Johnson is really in the cuteness right now. Save for another game, this ain't the game. Seattle is not going to go for that. You see, this team wasn't going forward. The hell do you think they're going to do? So that's what I said. At this point, they have to come in aggressive. Do not play soft. If you play soft, you will lose this game. Because that's kind of why I wanted us to beat Tampa Bay, because I feel Tampa Bay was soft, but they just got it back. I feel like we were way better than them. And we played under, and then they go out and prove it today by losing 26-7 to difference. That's my take for Seattle. They go out to play with something to lose. They got to play with something to lose, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. So, yeah, those are the final thoughts. Like I said, Lions put out the victory against the Arizona Cardinals. Going now, we're 2-1 in the season. So, we're definitely looking forward. Next Monday night at home against Seattle, national televised. Everybody named Mama watching. Get ready. Seattle. We going all black. We gonna wear our black jerseys. We're gonna go all black. They going. It's gonna be a funeral in Seattle. Mark my word, I tell you this. So, round to the NFL scores right quick. So right now, it's the Chiefs and the Falcons Sunday night. The Falcons are up 14-7. Atlanta Falcons. Drake London with a touchdown, and I believe DJ Robinson with a touchdown as well. Kansas City, they're gonna score. So regardless, as of right now, Nomus, we got a couple of upsets today, man. Listen, the New York Giants going into Cleveland get their first win against the Cleveland Browns. I don't know what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. They got it's a mess over there right now in Cleveland. I expect better from them. So yeah, the Giants get their first win. So they led majority of the game, but Cleveland had opportunities. Giants got their first win of the season. The Green Bay Packers, our division rivals.
This is clearly, yeah.
What was you saying? No, go ahead. No,
go ahead, brother.
Oh, yeah. So the Green Bay Packers pull out the victory. I said the Green Bay Packers pull out the victory against the Tennessee Titans, 30-14. The Green Bay Packers are also 2-1. The Tennessee Titans are 0-3 of the season so far. What you kind of expect the Tennessee Titans is not going to be good this year. The Indianapolis Colts get their first win today against the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears had opportunities. They just could not. The turnovers really killed them. So the Colts end up getting their first win of the season. This one was just very surprising. The Minnesota Vikings destroyed the Houston Texans. Terrible game for the Texans today. CJ Stroud and the guys just could not get it going today. Houston get their first loss of the season. Minnesota are 3-0, surprisingly 3-0. Speaking of the Minnesota Vikings, Sam Darnold threw, with my understanding, I believe 4 touchdown passes, but unfortunately he's dealing with a knee injury. So we don't know what that situation. So they already lost JJ McCarthy around preseason out for the year. So
I heard they say he was fine. He should be playing this game. That's what I heard. So I think he's right.
But yeah. So no one's gave us the news today. So about Sam Darnold. So Minnesota is 3-0. The Philadelphia Eagles, boy, they scared the crap out of me today. Boy, man, the Eagles got the victory. Thank you, Saquon Barkley. Thank you. The Eagles got the victory. Give the Saints their first loss of the season. The Eagles, they got a lot to clean up today, especially defensive. Defense played a little better than the last 2 games, but Eagles got a lot of work to do. Saints get their first loss. Does LA Chargers get their first loss of the season? The Steelers are 3-0. They are Justin Fields is playing good ball. I'm glad, and he's getting the start, and and they're winning. They're 3-0. Their defense is still one. Their defense is it's the Steelers. You already need to respect from their defense. So the Steelers is going to be the Steelers. Chargers get their first loss season, and Justin Herbert did get hurt today as well. So, another one. This is alarming to me. The Broncos going into Tampa and going to Tampa. This is alarming to me because the Lions. You mean tell me we lose to a team that just got destroyed at home against a bottom feeder team, Denver? Are you serious?
You wonder why I've been sitting here frustrated, you guys. Because I told people we beat them when we were undermanned last year, and they had everybody. And we come in here with them this year. They're undermanned. We should have won that game by accident last week. I keep telling people, should have won by accident. That's how good we are to them. They're a good team. You don't sleep on Tampa. But, bro, they fraudulent. And I can say, we're supposed to be, not easily, but we're supposed to simplify that game. We're supposed to come out with 30 minutes. Ain't no way we score 16 and they score 20 and beat us. No, come on, bro. No. I kept saying that, man.
That's what I said. Denver coming in and whoop Tampa, and we lost to them. That's how I don't understand. But Denver get the first victory.
So Denver, all teams.
Yeah, with a rookie quarterback, Bo Nix, with a rookie quarterback.
That's the NFL.
Yeah. So Denver gets the victory. This is the upset. This is the upset. This is the upset of the day. Upset of the day. Me. So Denver gets the win, going to Tampa Bay at Tampa and get the victory, 26-7. Carolina Panthers would have got a quarterback change. Andy Dalton,
Speaking of, hey, did the last upset, the team that was upset last week, that was the upset game last week, team, they win today? Tell me the Ravens won today. You know who they played.
We're going to get to that in a minute. The Carolina Panthers get the victory. Andy Dalton, the starting quarterback, they benched Bryce Young. Carolina got the victory. Went into Vegas and got the victory, 36-22. And Carolina get their first victory. Congratulations, Carolina. We'll see what happens. At some point, there's been reports that at some point Bryce Young will be starting again some part this season. So we'll see. The just talked about Seattle beat. Seattle beat Miami Dolphins, which Miami doesn't have a quarterback to save their life. Boy, so you expect Seattle to win. So, Nomis, this is the game you're talking about right here, right? This is the game you're talking about right here? This game? This Ravens and the cow bitches?
Yeah, Baltimore. Who lost to the Ravens? Who lost to the Raiders about a week last week? The NFL is back.
Yeah.
They won.
The Ravens won, but the Dallas cow bitches came back because the Ravens was up 28-6. It was up 28-6, and the cow bitches came back. They came back, but they still lost. So, yep, absolutely happy about that. Ravens get their first victory. Derek, yes, thank you, Ravens. Happy about that. The 49ers lose. The 49ers lose their second straight game. They lose to their division rival. After the 49ers was up 14-0 early in the game, the Rams came all the way back, scored 13 points in the fourth quarter to come back, comeback victory. Fourth quarter rally with a 37-yard field goal to win the game. Came back and beat their division rivals. Of course, there was a bunch of 49er fans out there in LA. And I said it. I said the 49ers, I know they're dealing with a lot of injuries, but I said the 49ers is going to have a little bit of a down year this year. I think they're a team that can still make the playoffs, but I think the 49ers they're going to have a little bit of a down year. And I said it. I think the 49ers are. The Rams get their first victory of their home opener, so obviously, and of course, the Detroit Lions get a victory against the Cardinals. And Thursday night, which obviously we know the Jets pulled it out, of course, against the Patriots. That was obvious. Aaron Rodgers, 27-35, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And tomorrow's both Monday doubleheaders for Monday night. One is on ESPN, 7:30, Jaguars, Bills, and on ABC, Commanders and the Bengals. This game is going to be a desperate win for Jaguars, and this one is pretty much desperate win for the Cincinnati Bengals. So, those are your NFL scores of the.
Quick question: Is it?
Yes, sir.
Is it me or do Buffalo seem better than New Orleans?
Buffalo has looked pretty good so far.
The way they fit.
Buffalo has looked pretty good so far.
Some of these teams that we thought so far off. Yeah, they look like they could be still divisional champions this year. They look like they may end up doing it, depending on the Jets. I'm going with Buffalo. Jets are 2-1.
Yeah. So the Buffalo has looking pretty good.
Wow.
It's looking pretty good. They say we'll see tomorrow night when they play the Jacksonville Jaguars at home. So that shit has looking pretty good. I know despite they played the Dolphins, their division rival last week, and they beat the crap out of them. And they beat Arizona, which Arizona led that game majority of the game,
Yeah.
and Buffalo came back and won. So obviously, absolutely, man. So Nomus, those was the NFL
Yeah.
scores of the week 3 of this week. So Nomus,
All
I
right.
think we
And if anybody's still in here watching, we want to say real quick before we go to the next topic, we want to say if you haven't had a chance to hit that like button, please hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube page, or follow the Facebook page, all titled D313XP. We definitely appreciate it, man. We need to let you two know we still kind of lying and kicking. I know we kind of like, hitting hitting the body a little bit, trying to put air in it, but we still kicking here. So y'all see. So yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Boy, there.
absolutely, man. You just make sure you see that bottom of the ticker down, down on the screen, man. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel, man. So Nomus, we got to talk about it, man. You see the shirt I'm wearing, right? You see the shirt and the hat and the shirt I'm wearing, right? We got to talk about it,
Yes,
man.
yes, yes.
We got to talk about it. The Detroit Tigers won again today. Got the victory against the Baltimore Orioles. They won 2 out of 3 again. They went on the road and beat Baltimore. And we, like I said, last weekend we played Baltimore. We won 2 out of 3 at home. The turnaround, we sweep the Kansas City Royals this past week, and then come into Camden Yards with Baltimore still was trying to fight for their division. It looks like the Yankees they're going to pretty much win their division. Baltimore still is the number 1 wild card team right now. There are 3 wild card slots, and the Detroit Tigers got the 3rd wild card slot. The Tigers win today. Minnesota loses both of their games today. They had a double header because they didn't play yesterday. A rain delay in Boston. So there was a doubleheader today in Boston. Boston won both of those games. Boston still in trying to hang around for the wild card spot. And the Tigers win. Minnesota loses. The Tigers have the 3rd wild card spot, tied with the Kansas City Royals for the 2nd wild card spot. But the Royals have the only tiebreaker. The job is not finished, ladies and gentlemen. The job is not. Oh, yes, we got Nomus is froze up for a hot second. Nomus is froze
Yo,
up. Nomus, you good? Yeah, looks like
yeah.
your screen that
I'm
froze up.
working on it. I'm working on it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I know.
so
I'm trying to work on it now.
yeah, so the Tigers 82-74, tied with the Kansas City Royals, man. So Nomus, man,
hmm
you gotta give my props.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, I thought we would be near that wild card this year. I said we'll be near it, and I said I'll be okay with that because they still got a lot of things they got to work on, and they need a lot more help. But I don't think nobody. I don't care if he was on team, they go win the division. Nobody thought this was going to go down. Nobody saw that coming. Like they just been on it. I think, and it's been in a way that we wouldn't expect. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give you your props there, most definitely. You did say we was going to at least make playoffs. You think we could? We still got hold the spot, but it's like I didn't think they would still go get that. When it was 10.5 games out, I'm like, no hell, no way in hell. I said, I bet you we'll get close to probably like 3 games and a half, and then we'll fall off. No, they said F me. They put the middle finger in my face. You know what I'm saying? And they put a bowl of crow wings and crow feet in a bowl, put some hot dog water in it, and made me eat it. And they got the wild card spot. So we may have 2 potential teams this year that's talking about playoffs, and that is a wonderful feeling. But they got to
Absolutely,
close it out. Shout
absolutely.
out to the
So
Tigers.
absolutely. So the Tigers, when you look at their schedule, the Tigers are back at home. No more road games for the season. They are back at home to play against the Tampa Bay Rays, 3-game series, and then you have a final 3-game
Mm-hmm.
series this next weekend coming up against the worst team in baseball, the Chicago White Sox, that's tied for the most losses. At another loss again they had today, they tied for the most losses in this in season history. So Tigers can actually they got the advantage. They're at home. Like I said, you got to take care of business.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota has been they've been slipping. Kansas City's on a 7-game losing streak. Think about that. Kansas City is on the 7-game losing streak. This is baseball. Soon predicted. Like I said, nobody did expect the Detroit Tigers to be where they are right at this point right now. Nobody. The Tigers had the best record since August the 11th. The Tigers had the best record in baseball since August the 11th. The Tigers are in the trade. It's in the trade deadline. Where we was like, Judge was like, oh, Tigers doesn't really have much of a chance. You're 10.5 games out of the wild card spot, and to come back to now get the opportunity to work your way into the playoffs. This is huge. This is huge for the city of Detroit. Where you're hearing 97.1 the ticket, hearing all these other social media, you're hearing about the Tigers in the playoffs. Could be going to the playoffs for the first time in about in a long time. This is pretty much since a decade since the Tigers been in the playoffs. You know, AJ Hinch, I'm tired of people say about AJ Hinch should be gone. He's not a good manager. I've been saying it for the last couple of years. AJ Hinch needs the right pieces for this team. He needs the right pieces.
Apparently not, because he's doing it with farming pieces too. Apparently not.
He's doing it. He's doing it with a collective group of young guys, young prospects that are playing solid. They're playing great baseball. They're playing good defense on the outfield. Yes, absolutely. And they're hitting the ball. Spencer Torkelson. Yes. I've been hearing talks about Spencer Torkelson. Oh, he's a bust. He can't get it done. You know, get rid of him, ship him off. I am tired of hearing about that.
The common Detroit trade. Struggling young players, get rid of them too soon, then they first you complain. Now see what happened when you held on to them. Mm-hmm. See what happened.
Exactly. I'm here. Riley Green. Rumbles about Riley Green at times. I'm tired of it. Riley Green is one of the best young players in baseball. Look at Tariq Skubal. Unbelievable.
Another one of the best. Him, Kerry Carpenter, both of them. So,
yes.
Top three, the youngest, best players in their position in baseball.
Parker Meadows, another one. You know, so none of these young guys, man, they're coming out here, they're hitting the ball, they're pitching very well. Our bullpen has been pretty well. You know, where the Tigers are playing the best baseball that we've seen in a long time.
In years, a decade, over a decade, bro. Exactly. We ain't seen this good since 2012, 2011.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And that's why when they announced, because I was doing the videos earlier this year on the Tigers during the offseason when they signed Tamita, when they brought in Jeff Hardy, who they ended up trading out, ironically. When they hired all those positional coaches, that was a big key in that. You have to go watch the video. I'll try to link it in this comment section when this live is up for those who may end up watching it. When I did the video, listening to all the coaches that they hired, I knew something was going to change eventually. That's why I said if they stay near that wild card, I'll be okay with that. I see what they're doing. And not to mention the biggest story that nobody talks about why they want to fire AJ Hinch. The Tigers told you, hell no. They gave him a long-term extension for amount of money they had not disclosed.
Absolutely.
They said it was a super long. It was a super long extension. They didn't announce how many years. They didn't announce how much money it was. They did it already last October. They had a dinner and everything about it. And they said, we're going to sign him to this long-term deal. So my guess, at the very least, it was the Dan Campbell, the 6-year or longer. It wasn't 5. If it was 5, it would have been announced. It would have been petty not to announce that. It had to be 6 or 7 years for an undisclosed amount of money. It had to be. It had to be at least 6 or 7 years or longer. You're not going to give up a top 10, top 12 manager in the damn game of baseball when you've been a sub team for damn near a decade. You're not doing that. If you see progress with this guy, even when the year we was struggling hitting balls, he still had us competing in games with Miracle Brothers. We still fought. And you go get rid of that guy when the real issue was the guy who was the general manager. Now you got him out of there and brought in Scott Harris. And for some reason, this guy has found a way to build you both a young roster that's on par with the guys that we usually worried about what the last guy was trying to build, which was your crops shares. He's sitting here worried about that. He's balanced it in a way the roster where he can depend on those guys from the minor leagues to come up and make plays for us. So in a way, it's real funny how he has us set. It's really strange. He's using every inch of this roster to find ways for us to win. Every time we lose somebody, he got somebody stepping up. And that's how it's supposed to be in Detroit. Right now, the Tigers, whether they end up keeping the playoff spot or not, they are making some of the best noise that I've seen in quite a while. And and that general manager and that manager of ours deserve so much credit for it because it's about leadership. If you don't have leadership, this is the example of what it means to have it. If you don't have good leadership, this team will be nowhere near where they at right now. And that's how you know
what up,
testament of the leadership. What up, Dante?
What up, though? First of all, that win was great.
But we're talking Tigers right quick.
Oh yeah, I was about to talk about them too. They've been doing their thing, man. So
the Detroit, the Tigers, it's crazy to say. Like you said, Dante, we were just talking about it's crazy to say the Detroit Tigers are this close to making the playoffs for the first time in over a decade, man. This has been. I mean, when the last time we were sitting here actually talking Tigers baseball around this time of the season, late in the season? It's been over a decade, man. We got it. It's like this team they just playing unbelievable baseball. Like their team is just like they're destined for to get in the playoffs, get some of us fans to cheer about, man. You know what I'm saying? We already talked about our Detroit Lions, man, how they did their thing, make the playoffs last year. We're still in the search what the Pistons are going to do. We're still in the search the Wings. This is the opportunity for the Wings. They could get healthy, then make the playoffs this year, man. We had an opportunity last year with them, so now for this Detroit Tigers team, from being a rocky, season to start off the season 6-0 to turn around, we just went downhill. Our players getting hurt. Then we traded couple of our key players and said we thought, people thought the season was over, and then turn around. Look where we at now. Had the best record in baseball since August the 11th. I mean, come on. It just tells you this team is resilient. These guys are young. They're hungry. They want to go out to win. Baseball is unpredictable, man. It's unpredictable. You'll never know what team is going to get hot. We never know what team is going to get cold. This Tigers team is hot. They kind of remind me of what the St. Louis Cardinals did when they was 11 games out of the wild card spot and they got in and they won the World Series. I'm not saying the Tigers can go automatically duplicate that. Can they possibly could do it? They could do it because baseball is just the number. I go a few years ago before I let you say something.
Hey, don't let Retro hear you say that.
I know. Retro is not happy about his Baltimore Orioles, but I'm saying this. Look at the Atlanta Braves a few years ago. Atlanta Braves was dead to the water in the summertime. That summer. They was dead to the water. They lost key players, and they turned around. They got hot, got in the playoffs. They won. Not only that, they got hot. They beat the best team in baseball, the Dodgers, as usual. Dodgers always had the best record, and they turn around. They get knocked out in the playoffs. The Braves went out, and they was hungry. They didn't quit, and they ended up winning the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
The Tigers. Where they keep playing now and the way they're doing things, if they can continue to stay hot like this, just imagine this city, this state go crazy if the Detroit Tigers bring in a World Series. If they do it this year, that'll be 40 years. The first time in 40 years when they won in 84. To win a World Series. that would be one of the most memorable Tiger seasons in modern day history.
Yeah. Hey
It's
man,
nothing. But talk about them late in the season, and it's huge. It is huge, and I know we don't always talk. We don't always on this channel or any other podcast don't talk about baseball like this. But we
I made
talking
an
about
emphasis to make sure that we do that. So that's what I said. I wanted us to cover so much, and we know this. And not to cut you off, we know if the Tigers are doing this, we know this time if they help, like you said, Red Wings got to go to. They should have been in there, all because of some garbage cans on the jersey. Like, come on, they should have been there. So we know they are around the corner too.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like it's just talk about this team, man. It's I mean, no, man. It just I mean, yeah. It's really young. Yep. Detroit Tigers will shock the world. You know what? They can. They can. If they win the World Series, if they win the World Series of 2024, the first time in 40 years, I'm telling you.
I'm a bad Jared Goff jersey.
Listen. Got my guy Ed Robinson. I gotta get him in. I gotta get him in there. I gotta get him on here.
Yeah,
well.
I gotta get go on in, Archangel man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I gotta get him in on this, man.
Homie.
Yeah,
Link is in the chat.
Ed boy, we'll put the link in the chat, man. Anybody want to come here? We gonna talk some Tigers baseball right quick, man. Man, come on through, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the link is in the chat, man. So you want to come here and talk some Tigers baseball, man? Come on through. We'll talk some Lions football, man. Come on through, man. Let's absolutely, man.
Yes. Let's have a little fun while we still on here.
Yeah, man. We still waiting on Bree to show up, man. But hopefully he'll show up.
Dante, hopefully we'll get him back in. I don't know what happened to him.
But, he lost connection, man. We didn't help to get Dante in, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Get 5 minutes. Okay, man. Israelites for attitude, man. If you want to come in, man, link is in the chat, man. They say the Detroit Tigers had the best bullpen in baseball, the best
bullpen baseball, and the best pitcher. You know what? Hey, I'm gonna say this: the way they playing right now. Let's say they finish up and clean up the season, make the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
It won't surprise me, depending on who they face, that they can either win at least a couple games or possibly that series. If they playoffs, it won't surprise me because I don't know, man. Like you said, like this time last year, we was talking about the Orioles the same way. Even though they had like a much more star-studded roster than we do. The way the Tigers are playing, though, is crazy. We can't even mathematically break this down, what they're doing right now. It's just they doing the simplest, smartest play. So it's not out the realm of possibility. You just sit back and just set things on the yard. You do got 1, 2, possibly 2, 3 really talented batters. And then you got a bullpen that's been underrated all year. A defense that's been stout. Even when they don't get you on a situation where they can where they can basically strike you out, they find a way to still get out the field when the ball is hitting. And they keep themselves scoring. That small ball, they help them.
Absolutely.
And that's just what it is. I think they finally found something that worked for them. And they've been hard to stop.
Absolutely. So Nomas, if the Tigers, if the playoffs would have started today, the Tigers will be the final wild card spot. They would have been the 6th seed. They would have played the 3rd seed of Houston Astros. Because remember now, since they did the whole add the extra, because it used to be back then, it was only 3 division winners and 1 wild card team. Now, since they added a couple more of the wild card, it used to be now it was 2 wild card teams. Then they added the 3rd. Now they made it 3 wild. What they did is that wild card teams.
Mm-hmm.
So now it used to be, how it was just 4 teams getting in the playoffs, and then it went down to 5 teams, East League, National League, and the American League. Now you
Mm-hmm.
added another one, so now it's with the number 1, number 2 seeds the uh get the winners of the wild card teams. So
Mm-hmm.
now the 3rd seed versus 6th seed and the 4th and 5th seed, it's a 3-game series. Whoever win the best out of the 3-game series will go on to the next round.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how the playoff format. I just want to explain it to everybody, just in case it doesn't know about the playoff format of these extra wild card teams. So you got to win you have to win the best out of 3. You have to win 2 out of 3 to advance to the next round. So if the Tigers was playing, if the playoffs started, the Tigers would play the Houston Astros, which is the 3rd seed, which believe they're when they believe they won their division on the American League West. So the Yankees and the Cleveland Guardians would be the first number 1, number 2 seeds if the playoffs would have started today. As you know, Cleveland already won the division, so obviously, and the Yankees already won the division. They got the best record in the American League. So yeah, it's really looking good for the Tigers, but the job is not finished. Minnesota, they got Baltimore their last week of the regular season. So, Baltimore's still trying to fight to keep their spot alive. And Minnesota's still trying to get in, what I'm saying? So it's pretty huge. Minnesota trying to look in, Seattle still trying to creep around, Boston still trying to creep up. So the job is not finished, Detroit Tigers. Your favorite against the Tampa Bay Rays, and your favorite definitely against the Chicago White Sox. I'd be damned we lose to the damn White Sox. I don't care if it's 1 game. We better not lose.
We got to sweep this one. You got to sweep to make this game.
You got to take care of the business against the Rays. You got to take care of business against the White Sox.
You cannot afford to get comfortable right now, because if you're really trying to prove you're a playoff team, you'll win this one out. Because at the end of the day, the schedule now is in your favor. Like, I was kind of shaking my boots going against Baltimore. I know they had some struggles this year, but I was still kind of shaking my boots against Baltimore. But now that y'all found a way to win this thing, can't regress. You have to go foot on gas. Like, whatever y'all doing that's working for y'all got to keep doing it. Because you cannot afford to let a team play slower on you right now. It's not the standard for. They got to take foot on the gas.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So the Tigers now, they actually, like I said, they're 1 game ahead of the Twins for the last 2 wild card spots. So by Minnesota been losing in Kansas City. I know they've been losing, and it's just unfortunate that Kansas City is tied with us and they got the tiebreaker. So the Tigers still had the Tigers can't pass Kansas City. They can pass them. Kansas City, they could pass them. The Tigers could be to the point if Baltimore continue to lose. If they continue, the Tigers could actually get the number 1 wild card spot. They could actually get the number 1 wild card spot. And would imagine Tigers having a home playoff game? That the Tigers have a home playoff game. That's the number 4th seed. Oh man.
Man.
You talking about this? You talking about Comerica Park would be off the chain.
Oh yeah. It'll be just like the Lions. It'll be almost as good as the Lions. You go get some ex-players. Go be down there. It ain't gonna be quite like the Lions was, but it's gonna be some people down there.
It's going to be crazy.
Mickey gonna be down there. We know that for sure.
Oh yeah.
Him, Fat Boy, what's his name? Victor Martinez.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're gonna be down there. Oh yeah.
And I hate to say this. And Nomans, you know how much I'm a fan of this person that's on our team.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy I always rave about, And it's unfortunately, it's sad to say that the Tigers are playing better without Javi Baez.
Oh, you think?
I really, and, I know I'm wearing the Javi Baez. I'm wearing the Javi Baez shirt. I know I am number 28. I know, but you know what?
Well, let me ask you a quick question then. Do we keep him after this year or not?
That's a tough decision that Chris Illich and
Because on one hand, yeah, I'm like,
Scott
yeah, get
Harris.
rid of him. On one hand, I'm like, yeah, get rid of him. But the other problem I got, he's technically still a veteran in that room.
Yeah,
And
I
ain't too quick.
yeah. You know what? It's a tough decision. I would, me personally, would I like to keep Javi Baez? Yes,
Yeah.
but
I'll probably keep him this year and see if it's a package that will be beneficial to both parties first, before we just run them up out here in the off season. I would actually rather keep bring them on from this season. Even though this season's still going, but I'm just saying, like, if get that time, I would rather just keep him and then wait till the middle of the season and see if he still needs it. Because, like I say, he can still be useful in that rotation. And, he's still liable to have his 12 games that he go ball out for. So, yeah, I guess it'll be a help.
Man, I mean, I mean, what is the situation? He, like you said, he's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
what if he win a World Series? He gets the ring. He gets the title. He's part of the team. Would that be something?
No, wave him right now. Yeah, go ahead, wave him. Yeah, go ahead. Keep the contract. Go ahead, wave him.
I mean, it's gonna be a tough decision. It's gonna be a tough decision because it's a fact that what Scott Harris and Chris Illich and what they're because I'm quite sure Scott Harris is gonna find a package deal, or he's gonna find
might.
something.
But you got to think about it too, though. What is it he possibly? I don't know if it's like football or basketball in the same situation, how baseball is, but we don't know what advice he could be giving to the young guys too, or no matter what position they play in. Like, we don't know if he in that bullpen telling them advice, or if he, just in the ears of the batters, like, hey, you got to do this better. You got to do. He could be helping those guys still in behind the scenes. We don't know. Maybe he ain't. Maybe he is. But I'm just saying, like, I don't want to. If he is doing that, though, if there's a chance that he is at least doing that and being there for them, I don't want to ruin that just because, it's Javier Baez, and what I'm saying. Well, we don't know what effect he could still be having with the roster right now. So you know what? The mature thing is just to wait it out. Like I said, I think the best thing to do is let him still stay on the team next year, and then if it seems like we just really truly outgrown, go ahead and move on from him. And see if you can come up with a deal. All right.
Absolutely. All right. Can't hear you. Couldn't hear you. Nah, still can't hear you.
How about now?
Yeah. All right.
We got you. What's up, Art, man? What's going on with your brother?
What's up, Playboy?
Bless, can't complain, man. How are y'all doing? Nomus, how you doing, brother?
Hey, good to see you, brother. I'm hanging.
Likewise.
Doing better than I did yesterday.
I hear that.
So Art, man, we was talking about Detroit Tigers, man. For this team, man. I don't know how much you follow baseball, but this Detroit Tigers team, from what they did, man, the surges they've been doing, man. This from what they're doing now, man, it's been remarkable. Going to the late in the season. Anyway, who the hell the last time we talked about the Tigers this late in the season, I think going to the playoffs, it's been over a decade.
Right.
It's been over a decade, man. For this Detroit Tigers team are that close to making the playoffs next weekend. What are your thoughts, man, of this Detroit Tigers team, man? What are your thoughts, man?
I think you made a great point, man. The fact that they're playing their best baseball without hobby, and I'm a guy, it pains me to say that as well. But they found the winning formula, man. As far as I'm concerned, they have to stick with it. It is
Yeah,
what it is. Especially when just like the point you made, brother, it's been almost 10 years since we even had this conversation this deep into the season. Whatever they
yeah,
got going right now, they have to stick with it. It's just where I'm at. Yeah, and Nomis, you made a great point, man. Like, do we keep him? Talent like that. It's is Javi a free agent after this year?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you might
I thought
have
he
to
still
let
had
him
like
go,
another
man.
year. Yeah, you might have to let him go. I thought he still had like another year or so on his contract. That's what I
So,
thought.
so if he had,
That
if
was
he
my
has,
mistake.
if he has another year on his deal, I say get something for him, obviously. But at the same time, if not, you just got to let him go, man. I mean, this seems like they've really actually gelled into, a solid team, and I think this is what they have to
Mhm.
stick with. That's just kind of what it
Yeah,
is. Uh, you know,
and
this-
and and you know what? You know what? With the information y'all just provided me with, this really
Mm,
goes deeper into this. Really, to me, goes deeper into the plan that they would want to do. They've been wanting to do where they pay out, like do kind of like the Brad Holmes plan, where they pay out a couple of years for a contract like they did with Meta, and
mhm.
I don't think they try to commit too long to a big massive contract deal. So this is setting them up perfectly to just pick their poison for who they feel like fit with them, so they don't
I
have to go
agree.
out there and overspend. So I think that you might be right. This is kind of fortunate. They really set this up to make his contract where we just be a little bit patient, and
Mm.
then as soon as he get hurt, we have this moment. This is so crazy how they made that work. Not hurt, it's something else.
That's called being a competent GM, man, having a competent front office. I mean, that's that's the stuff we wish we had across all Detroit sports, man. We like
Yeah,
what Brad doing, what Brad's doing with the Lions, man. What's going on with the Tigers as well. We wish we had that in literally all of our sports teams, man. Just competent management. This is what we
yeah,
get. This is the fruits of the labor, man. When you get a guy in there that knows what he's doing. And so, same
yeah,
thing I hope Trajan brings to the Pistons this year. You have a competent head, has got a plan, has got an archetype of guys that he likes, athletes that he likes, and a system that he wants to build. So
Same
I
with
think
Steve Eiserman too. Same with Steve
exactly,
Eiserman.
they
exactly
should have been in the playoffs last year.
true. But I believe in Steve because he's proven that. You know what I mean? It's a few guys,
Yeah,
man. If they have a couple down years, man, I already know it's because they have a idea and a timeline of how long it's going to take them to get back together. Steve is one of those guys.
Yeah,
Just like I say with the Raptors, Masai Ujiri with the Raptors, I think if not top three GM in the NBA, he's definitely if I say he's not number one, I say he's definitely top three GM in the NBA. Just because Masai, I guarantee you, man, the Raptors make the playoffs this upcoming season. I guarantee
oh,
it.
it's a possible chance.
I
it's
The division
guarantee
is
it.
still
possible.
open.
And,
Yes.
and I don't mean playing either. I'm talking about they're gonna get a
Mm,
solid 1 through 8 because he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, man. He knows how to rebuild the
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
He knows how to put it together. So it's good to see that level of competency in Detroit sports right now, man, with guys that just understand how to build in the modern leagues, all across the leagues, man. NBA, NFL, MLB, man. We have to have guys that understand what the modern game is like in all facets. And then I think for the longest of time, and across all of our sports, we've always had gentlemen that were in the Stone Age. We always had guys that were living on nostalgia, things like that, about how the game works. And right now we have competent, up to date guys, man. So whatever Detroit has to do, man, if they're playing better without Javi, man, continue to play without Javi.
yeah,
And
Absolutely.
that's it.
Absolutely. Hey, Bree, what's up, brother?
Bree!
Fellas, what is going on with y'all tonight,
How you doing,
man? How
Bree?
y'all doing tonight?
Bless, brother.
I'm
What's going
living.
on today?
I'm living, so I'm good, man. You
Amen.
said,
Hey,
That's a
you
great
said
thing
what,
to hear.
so,
Nomus?
That's a great thing to hear.
Hey, Nomus.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Nomus.
Yes,
Nomus,
sir.
do me a
If you
favor.
tell if you tell me to back out this goddamn,
No. Wait a minute. No. I was gonna say it's great to have you on the show.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. Back away from the damn camera. Hey, Gnome. Hey, Gnome. Back all the way until you get to the GM building.
Oh man. If it made me drop
So
100 pounds, I'll back it up all day. Shit.
Oh wow,
wow.
wow.
Pause,
Pause,
bro.
Hey,
pause,
listen,
pause,
listen,
pause.
listen, man. Nah, but on a serious note, man, yeah, man, it's good to be up in here, man. Good to be up
Hey,
in here. I'm over here
Yes,
driving and
sir.
stuff, so I can't.
hey,
We just talking some
we, we-
Tigers real quick,
we're
man.
talking Tigers, man. We've been talking Tigers, man. Like it's Bree, man. Man, when is the last time we, like you said, we talked about this Tigers team, bro? Around this late in the season, bro. Give it your thoughts,
Yeah,
man, right quick, man.
I love this, man. I love the way this team is coming together and they healthy. That's
Yeah,
the big thing. They healthy.
that's right there.
Like cause just what Ark was talking about with Javi Baez, I was telling you about this too, Daryl, before. I think the Javi Baez injury, I think this was a good thing for this team because it got to know, it made this team come together, and you got to see how these young guys play.
Yeah.
You got to see the versatility of a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys are playing different positions, so they're versatile and stuff. So it's great to see that they from a month before to now they've had the best record in baseball, and that's just a great thing to see, man. It's just if this team could go to the playoffs, they're gonna be scary. They're gonna be very scary because I remember Pedro Martinez said this on MLB Network. He said this team has a combination of speed and hitting, and if they get in, they're gonna be dangerous and they're gonna be scary. And I believe that. I really believe that and then what a guy like Aaron Judge said so many things about oh wow. Yeah, breaking news, y'all. Cincinnati Reds just fired their manager.
No, not surprised. Not
Yeah.
surprised.
But yeah, it's just and it just shows how good of a manager AJ Hinch is too, man. Because if you kind of look at it, they kind of similar to that Houston team that they had when they was first coming up. You could kind of see similarities with this team as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just great to see, man. And they got a favorable schedule, man. Tampa and the White Sox to end the season all at home.
Yeah.
I think they got the most favorable schedule out of all these teams. And we talk about catching up to the Twins and the Royals. Hey, they might even mess around and catch up to the Orioles. You just never know what may happen.
Mm-hmm. And the Tigers, and like you said, the Tigers, they could actually have a home playoff game if they catch up to Baltimore and tie Baltimore and get the 4th seed. They can have a home playoff games because it's the wild cards. Since they got the new wild card formats and stuff, so if you're at home, the home opponents, you get 3 games at home on the wild cards.
Oh, really?
You get three games at home. So
okay, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still stuck.
Yeah, it's 3 games in. So the Tigers, it's the 4th seed. They played whoever's the 5th seed. Tigers will be at home for those 3 games. You had it's best out of 3. It's best out of 3 in the wild card. Whoever win the wild card go on to play who is the number 1 or number 2 seed. So that could be huge because you already got the advantage over Baltimore. You beat them 2 out of 3 here in Comerica Park. You beat them 2 out of 3 in Camden Yards. You beat them there already. Now you swept the Royals. The Royals own the tiebreaker in us this year. In Minnesota, even if we 1 game up on them, but we still the job is not finished. We got to take care of business. Even though we playing Tampa at home, we playing the White Sox at home. We cannot take can't at least take Tampa lightly. Chicago, it is what it is with them. The White Sox, it is what it is.
I don't take any of them lightly, man. Let's get it done. Execute. Finish it out. No reason why they should not make the playoffs right now, man. The way they're playing, they have a system. They have trust. They have confidence. Finish it out. Take care of business.
And then this one, I said this too. I said this earlier, and I'm gonna say this again. I know Bree and Art y'all joined in. I said this. The Tigers kind of, you might remember the St. Louis Cardinals did over a decade ago when they was the 10. They was I think 10 and a half, 11 games out for the wild card, and they came all the way back, and they went to the World Series and they won it. And when they beat Texas that year. And they was a wild card team, and they came all the way back. Even with the Atlanta Braves a few years ago. Atlanta Braves was dead to the water back in July, a lot of injuries and all that. And they made a couple of trades, and all of a sudden they went to the World Series. And what happened? They won the World Series.
Yeah.
The Tigers could be that team that could possibly duplicate that. If the Tigers win, just imagine the Tigers get to the World Series and win it. That'd be the first title in 40 exactly years. Think about that.
What's up?
And then, because we went to two of them in between, and we lost both of them, and we definitely should have won against the Giants. And we got swept because we couldn't hit the goddamn ball worth of shit. We had opportunity.
Yeah, they couldn't do that against St. Louis either.
No. Just imagine this Tigers team win the World Series. This state is going to go, I'm telling you, this state is going to go crazy. Not just downtown Detroit. I'm telling you, the Tigers keep AJ Hinch. I don't care what anybody say. That man should be the manager of the year.
I agree.
That man is he's a good ass manager. I've been hearing people been calling him out. You know, he should not be a manager for this Tigers team. He doesn't know what he's doing. And, you know, this ain't like Houston and all that. Oh, he's part of that cheating scandal and all that stuff. I've been hearing people calling out Spencer Torkelson. He's a buzz. I've been hearing some people call out Riley Green. He's injury prone. I've been hearing all this stuff. The same motherfuckers that been talking shit about the Tigers. I've been keeping receipts. I don't want you to jump on the motherfucking bandwagon when they make the playoffs and turn around. Oh, I've been a Tigers fan all this damn long. No, the fuck you have not. You be probably the same motherfuckers that been calling them out. And
you know what's funny, Daryl? No, go ahead, Daryl. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just I'm keeping receipts. I mean, I've probably been following the Tigers baseball probably a lot more this year than the last previous years because I saw potential in this team. I said in the beginning, and Nomas could attest to this. I said this team could make the playoff. That's a wild card. I said it, and this has been to happen. I'm booking.
Tell them how you feel, son.
This has been to happen because I'm tired. I'm tired of the whole Spencer talk. 90 some of the guys on 97 won the ticket. Yeah, I heard you. I heard you. Some of the guys on 97 won the ticket. Had talking about Spencer Torkelson. I heard all that stuff. I heard all this stuff about Riley Green. I heard all this stuff about Javi Baez. I know he's out for the season. I know that. I heard all this stuff about Parker Meadows. I heard all that stuff about AJ Hinch. I heard all that. I'm keeping receipts for all the people that say negative things about the Detroit Tigers.
I'll be right back.
All right, homie.
All right.
All right.
I heard all that stuff, man. I had to let it out, man, because it's been.
No, tell them how you feel, son. Tell them how you feel.
It's been boiling at this point, man. It's the same thing how we talking about the people talk shit about the Detroit Lions, and they kept receipts. Same motherfuckers that kept talking shit about the Wings, kept them receipts. I'm telling you, this Detroit Tigers team, they're gonna make the motherfucking playoffs.
And then not to cut you off, Daryl, but then you got to realize too, with that victory today, that guarantees them being over 500 for the season. But when the last time you can see that they gonna be over 500 at least.
Yeah.
So it's that I'm telling you, you're gonna be seeing more people come to these games because all these games they were selling for cheap. Now they're gonna raise them prices up, and you're gonna see more people coming to these games. these last few games. I guarantee it.
Yep.
I guarantee it.
And I want to add this on top of what Bree's saying too. You know, you talk about 97.1 the ticket, you talk about Whoop Sports, you talk about, you know, whoever else. On this platform, D313XP, on this platform,
Tell them how you feel, son.
I don't care about nobody else's platform. It's all love and respect. But this platform gives you Ravens, Tigers, Pistons, Lions, Michigan, you know, Spartans and wrestling and MMA fight. We give you that here on this platform for a reason.
G League too, brother.
And G League, yes, G League as well. How could I forget? G League as well. USFL, SFL.
Ultimate Fighting, kickboxing, all that stuff.
Yes, we give you that for a reason. Because it was said on this platform that the Tigers will be going to the playoffs. Will be in that playoff position. It was said here first. It was said specifically by Daryl. It was on this platform. Yep. Not everywhere else. Not the 30K YouTube channels. Not the multi-million-dollar radio station that's full of hot garbage. Not on these news stations. It was said here first. So let that be known when people say, who would have thought the Tigers would have made the playoffs? If it's guaranteed they're going there, tell them Daryl of D313XP said that. And if they don't, no Miss J go come see you.
With the cheese and Modelo.
Hey,
and everybody
we don't want to bail you out of jail, son.
And everybody know my secret nickname.
We don't want to bail you out of jail, son.
Slap a hole on Miss J.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. I should have known. But
do I got a sick Paul A. Smith on you, man?
Don't do that.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, look, we look,
don't do
okay.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No.
We ain't trying to have the problems, bro.
Don't do that.
That was a little too far. Oh, my bad.
Oh,
my bad.
Lord.
So enough. Listen, I think we should need to go back since we got Art here and we got Breeden in the building, man. We got to go back and talk Lions, man. We got to go back and talk Lions. So, you know, Art, what are your thoughts on the Lions' victory today against the Arizona Cardinals?
I mean, came prepared, came with a better game plan certainly than we had last week, and I mean, I think that just was as simple as give your running backs the ball. That's what we should have done last week, man. Spread out the offense. We have all these different athletes, all these different good weapons. Actually spread out that offense. Let Goff control a little bit. Get the ball to Montgomery, and everything worked out. The defense was solid today, and yeah, that's it, man. I think it's simple as that. I think I'm gonna say this, man. For me personally, I think the ceiling on this team is as high as Dan Campbell not outplaying or outcoaching himself. That's kind of where I'm at with that. Like Dan, he sometimes cuts his nose off to spite his face with some of these play calls, over aggression, not punting when he's supposed to, man, doing too much. I forgot who was covering the game today in the announcer's booth. A really good point was made about Dan. It says, like, I don't agree with everything that he's doing, but at least the team has an identity that I do like. And he's going to be aggressive. I get it, but at the same time, I do wish he would just, temper some of that somewhat, and then that way you would get rid of some of these inconsistencies. Losing games that we're supposed to win, things like that. Because we were definitely supposed to win that game last week. If we came and played the same way and had the same offensive game plan, they'd beat Tampa by 14 to 21 points, man. And I stand on that. So they should be 3-0, but 2-1, solid. They looked ready. Everybody looked fresh. So yeah, they look good today, man.
And Art, before it's funny that you said before I turn it over to Bree. It's funny that we said me and Nobles will talk about this. It's ironic that the Lions should have did this last week against Tampa like they did today. Mm-hmm. But a team like Tampa went at home today, lost to a team. It's not a good team. It's a young team. Lost to a team to Denver at home. 26-7.
Because Tampa is not a good team. This is what I'm talking about with Dan Campbell overthinking things sometime and trying to do too much,
Ben
losing
Johnson.
games. Yes, and Ben Johnson, the whole thing, and I say Dan simply because I go after the head. It's Dan Campbell's job to make sure Ben Johnson is dialing up the right stuff, man. So
Yeah.
that falls on the head man. I always go after the top guy. If you've got an assistant or a coordinator in any capacity that's not delivering or doing things or making calls that shouldn't be called, as the head coach, man, that's your responsibility to get that under control. And Dan sometimes doesn't do that, and sometimes it costs us. So Ben and Dan, and rather the head guy Dan needs to make sure everybody's on the same page. We're being conservative when we need to be conservative, and we're being explosive and aggressive when we need to do that. Just that simple, man. So if they had played the same way, piggybacking up what you said, brother, let's reiterate this: if they had played the same way and had the same game plan as they did last week, they would have blown Tampa Bay out. Tampa Bay is not a good team. Baker Mayfield is not a good quarterback. But let me ask you all this, man.
Mhm.
Give me 5 teams right now Baker Mayfield starts on besides where he's at right now. Just 5.
Cleveland.
Bree, you want to go ahead on this one?
I can think of 10. I can think of 10.
I can't.
Real talk. And they won't be good.
Okay.
I get the 10 teams that would love to have him. And Carolina is one of them.
I'll stick with what I got if I'm Carolina.
Hey, listen. Carolina, so I'm gonna take it. Carolina so bad they would trust with the quarterback. I'm telling you. That's how bad.
Carolina's problem isn't their quarterback; it's their O-line.
Yeah. Same for Chicago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say this to all the media. I heard this last week. You know how they talk bad about Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Mm.
It is not Bryce Young's fault. Bryce Young needs some help.
A lot of help.
You got it. And same when I say what about Justin Fields when he was with Chicago.
Mm.
And we saw how that changed.
Yeah. And it's just unfortunate that when you don't have a good offensive line, every quarterback has to have a good offensive line, good running game, correct?
Yeah.
Why is it you talk about Bryce Young? Yes, he's a rookie. He's going to make mistakes. He was a rookie last year. He was going to make mistakes. He was going to do it. He's a young quarterback. When you didn't, you fired Frank Wright. He was 11 games of the last of 11 games of the season. You fired him because y'all didn't put the weapons around Bryce Young. You didn't get him enough pieces to work with. The owner in Carolina is full of shit. He don't give a damn about this team. I'm like, nobody don't come to those games.
Yeah,
I agree.
He doesn't care about that. So you're telling me you're gonna you put a number 1 pick, a quarterback in a fucked up situation, and you expect him to get things done when you don't have enough weapons surround this young guy? You make sure, and you see what the Houston Texans did with C.J. Stroud. You see what the Bears, even though they put weapons around Caleb Williams, they make sure. But you didn't tell me this young man, Bryce Young, that has a bright future, and you didn't put enough pieces around this young man, and then he gets benched. Yeah, he has to learn, but you got your Andy Dalton, is a veteran quarterback, has been around the league for a while. I used to like him in Cincinnati. Now he's just there. He helping it. Shout out to Carolina. They did get a win today. They went into Vegas and won. But Bryce Young is not the major problem.
No, it's not. Can I add this in on there real quick? Because you said something about the ownership. It's funny you say that. I remember years ago. Now people don't believe this, but Cam Newton himself, this is going on back then. Cam Newton got better actually the year after he won the Super Bowl. He was actually getting better as a quarterback.
He didn't win the Super Bowl. They went to the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. They went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When he went to the Super Bowl, the years after that, he was actually better. But they never gave him the consistent protection. And the weapons was the same problems back then. They didn't have the receiver threats like that. And then they always didn't have no protection for them. And then the defense, every time you get anybody that's decent, if they don't retire, you trade them away. Just trade away Brian Burns last year, right? Or the year before. And then on top of it, it's like you can't rebuild a team by breaking down the best pieces of the team you're supposed to be building around for the quarterback to be successful with. Offensive line, and then how do we even know if you even got the right head coach? They even fit what y'all supposed to be doing. Because if y'all notice this, the NFL is quietly creeping back into that leader of men type of coach. Because we can say what we want about Jonathan Gannon. Jonathan Gannon is actually solid. I think they got a solid future with him. I think they got a young team. I think if they can settle and realize that they have to build on running the football and take the game, not force everything in Kyler Murray's hand for Arizona, I think they got a solid future. And you see what's happening with the best team in the South right now, which is the Saints. They were patient with Dennis Allen. Now you got Derek Carr ain't looked this good since 2016, bro. When he had a run game that can attack and assault for him, and then receivers he can spread the ball to. He ain't looked this good since 2015. There was someone getting rid of him last year. They brought him in there. Now look at that. You know, they took an L today. They took an L to another good team, but still, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I felt that the Saints would have been a tougher matchup for the Lions last week than Tampa. Tampa is one of those cases of a team that they are middle in the pack. They got really good talent on both sides of the ball, but do they have the rest wherever else they need specifically to take it to the next level? That's what it is. Is it the coach that's the problem, or is it the quarterback, or is it both? I think that's what it comes down to with them. It can't be talent. But we were miles better than I told y'all earlier. We should have beat them last week by accident. We should have beat them by accident. No way in hell we should have lost that game.
We should not have our quarterback throwing the ball over 50 times.
Unnecessary.
We should not got away from the running game. That you know what I'm saying, that being time. We should have went to what we did today's game. Ran the football effectively. Both of our running backs, Gibbs and David Montgomery. That's what we should have did last week. That we did today.
To be exact, we should not have Jared Goff throwing the football over 50 times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's Jared Goff. It's Lord Jesus.
Yeah. At least last year on the road, you kind of sort of were almost forced to because you lost. You came into the game without one of your running backs, and then the other one got hurt, and Craig Reynolds was struggling a little bit. So at least then he was so important, but the play calling was still better. I don't know what the heck they were doing just the other week. Like, it just didn't make sense. And that's Ben Johnson being a little bit too cute. And this is the problem. And shout out to my guy Lou G. He made one good point. Guys like Dan Campbell, even Jim Caldwell, they have one red flag against them. They love to let their coordinators coordinate. They love to let their coaches do their thing. But sometimes, I used to say this with Jim Caldwell, bro, you got to step in because these guys go get you effed around, get you fired. Mess around. You got to step in and make sure that everything's even Steven. Make sure everybody on the same page. And I swear, and even some of the players even said it sometimes with Caldwell. They said, man, I feel like sometimes we weren't always prepared with certain things. That who knows what that ultimately could mean, but it could end up happening with Dan Campbell if he's not careful. All the little cute plays, trickery stuff that Ben Johnson doing out there don't mean nothing when it comes down to the basic line of football. It's damn interesting. You need to play to your strength. Your strength is that offensive line, letting them run over them like trucks and keep it simplified. They can't stop those guys and get them going. Why take it away from us? Let this run set everything up. It's that simple.
Absolutely. Hey, can I read something right quick? I want to read something right quick. So this is referring to Tigers right quick. This is from AJ Hinch. This is a quote. He said, "I love this team. I love what we're doing to fight each and every game as if it's our last game of the season. This is how we operate. This is how we're going to continue to operate. We bring it every day. End quote by AJ Hinch. This is quote that he was saying. So, well, someone told me to read this quote that I just saw on Instagram, and this is the same thing that I want the Detroit Lions to have that same mentality. Play the game is like this is your last game in the regular season. They play this game, play smart football, like this is the playoffs. You treat every game like it's a playoff game. Okay, I don't care if it's the worst team in football. Okay, treat it. This is not what the Lions, what they play today. This is not what the Lions to do every single week. I know it's not going to be blowouts. I know it's not going to always be blowouts. I know it's not going to always be close games. No, it's not going to always. Ain't no game's going to be pretty. Ain't no game's going to be perfect at all. It's always going to be approved. I want the Lions to have the same mentality, like what the Detroit Tigers are having this mentality, what they're doing right now. And I want the same thing with the Wings when this season starts. I want the same thing with the Pistons when this season starts. I want to see this whole thing with the Lions do what they're supposed to do. Take care of business. Stop trying to be so damn cute. Period. Play your game. Commentators, others, they said, Lions, get back to playing your game.
Yeah.
Do what you do best. Run the football. Play good defense. Jared Goff don't turn the ball over too much. Do with your identity. Stick with your identity. And that's what I want the Lions to continue to focus on doing. You do that each and every week, it'll be no problem. Don't go away from it. Don't go away from it. Period.
I agree.
Don't go away from it. Play to your strengths. Keep your identity going. Don't change up your identity, especially what's been working. And I said, when I read that quote about what AJ Hinch said about the Tigers team, and that's something that made me say, with this Lions, do the same thing.
I heard you.
Real.
I mean, I think some of that has.
That's real.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead, Bree.
No, I was just saying that's true. That's true.
It's true.
Yeah. So
when
you have the Lions and the Seahawks coming up next week, Monday night, Bree, I'm quite sure you'll be down there at the game, of course. Art.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What's up,
what are your thoughts for this preview for the Lions and Seahawks coming up next Monday night?
Same thing we just discussed, man. Go in, play the game, execute, don't do too much, do what you're good at, and they should win that game easily as well. Like the Lions, man, from a talent perspective, have top 10 talent. You know, that's we're not lacking, and it's a joyful thing to be able to say for the first time in a while we can actually say in terms of talent we have a roster full of NFL guys, man. But now it's just about, as you said, making sure we stick to what we're good at, make sure we execute the game plan. As I was going to piggyback off what you were saying about, with AJ Hinch, I think sometimes Dan Campbell, Dan to me is 60% motivator, 40% coach. I think Dan Campbell himself, this is why we get into this trouble sometimes. Dan Campbell is still developing as an X's and O's coach.
Yeah.
One excellent motivator. Excellent. Yeah. We can't say he can't prepare a locker room. We can't say he does not demand the respect of the guys. Clearly he does. Yeah. Yeah. We can't say, and he's also good at building staff. I think he's done a great job of putting together a real coaching team. Absolutely. Yeah. But he himself is still developing as an X's and O's coach. So this is why sometimes he makes these decisions, or he himself gets over aggressive. And I think where we break down trying to do too much starts with the coach. We don't necessarily see players trying to go for the deep ball, can't get there, trying to get the extra yards, shouldn't do that. We're not seeing that. We're seeing Dan Campbell call things and go for things that he shouldn't do. When that kind of recklessness comes from the coach, that's the cause for concern. I just think, but I'm confident Dan can get there. I like Dan, but if we're going to duplicate what we did last year, Dan's got to realize, we've got to move forward. He's got to be more disciplined in his coaching as well. I love what he's doing so far, but Dan's the one that's got to set that example of, man, look, time and a place for everything. Time and a place for the aggression, time and a place to play conservatively, time and a place just to play simple ball, things like that, time and a place to go for it. But he's the one who's got to figure that out at the top end.
Absolutely. Bree, what are your thoughts about this Lions Seahawks preview?
Well, to me, this is a team that's kind of similar to the Lions in their weapons. If you really look at it on offense, and he is just shut down definitely the run game with K9 and Charbonnet for sure. And then you got to contain DK, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, and try to lock it. So it's all about that. Even on defense, you got to control the run game, and you got to watch out for Julian Love too. You got to watch out because he's a ball hawk as well. So, but this is basically a mirror image of themselves. The Seahawks pretty much play the same way they do. You know what I'm saying? And then, with Geno Smith, he's a running quarterback. We always have issues with running quarterbacks. But as long as we contain him and contain the running game and everything, and then don't give any open space to these receivers, because these receivers are just as tricky. They tricky too.
Absolutely.
So this is gonna be a tough game. I think it's similar. I think it's gonna be kind of similar to this Arizona game. I think it's gonna be similar. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. I think it's gonna be a defensive type game. But I still think the Lions can pull this game out, and they just got to get over that hump of not beating Seattle. That's the thing. Yep. They got to get over that hump.
I agree.
Absolutely.
And also, I know this is something we haven't spoke on too. Is you got to give credit to Jack Fox, man, the punter. You got to give credit to him, because the way he's punted the ball since he's been a Lion, he's been very good at punting the football.
Yeah,
and not giving guys these returns. So that's always a good thing as well.
Absolutely.
I've been impressed with the Lions special team as a whole this season thus far, man. They may have the best special teams in the NFL right now, man. They have a great special teams unit.
Absolutely, man. The Jack Fox, man. Shout out to him, man, for what he is.
That's a good shout. You're right about that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And also, I gotta say this. I have to say this. And I've been hearing this all year as well. Can we please stop the hate, Terry Arnold? Please, can we stop that?
Yeah. It's crazy, man. And
the hate with Jared Goff, I don't want to say no names. Dante. Just saying. Yeah, I said it, Dante. No, miss.
No. It's another one too, Bree. It's another one too.
Here y'all go.
Man beast.
No, call me out. Call me out. I can't get down. So see, I was very fair with golf.
Golf is trash. He trash.
I didn't even say he was trash. I just said he had a couple bad games. I said he was better
It's Dante and Man Beast. I be seeing that post. I be talking about, he's trash.
That's my dudes, though, man. But I had to say that because I'm thinking like, damn, golf can't be perfect every damn game. God damn.
You can't tell Dante that though. But
my thing is like,
Hey, that boy be jumping on the bench trying to get on here. Like, let me in. Let me in. Tag me in, coach. Like, damn, we just started. Chill out, dog. Damn.
He's ready. Now soon we're gonna have to ask how much money he losing in his parlay for some of these, man, because it has to be has to be something like that, man.
Now you know what? I wanted to say something. I wanted to say something about Terrion real quick. Terrion, you know what I'm noticing about him? It's kind of funny. He's going to get out of that situation where he's going to get flagged. But he could be one of those really great players that get flagged every now and then, but he still make up for it. Like, remember how Keith Lee back in the day used to get flagged for a lot of stuff, but he still will be great. That could either be like him, or he could just clean it up altogether, and you might go a stretch where you won't hear nothing. Because one thing about him, I feel like it's almost needed for him to kind of get flagged now early in the game. Like, I'm almost accepting like he needs to go ahead and take that first one on the bullet. And then it seems like he just settles in because he keeps up with the guys young, man. He be on those guys really. He was making plays today. Everybody go focus on the one penalty flag, but you're not gonna look at the pass breakups he had and him being in every vicinity he was on today. He don't get burnt. So for that, he plays. He's a damn good player. I think it's right now because he is learning how to not be so antsy. He's going to get it. I'm okay with him just getting burnt that one time, and I think he just settles in after that.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. I hear you 100%. I think that just goes back to the fickle nature of Detroit sports fandom sometimes, man. Like we complain about not getting guys, and then when we get guys, we don't want to give them a chance to actually develop. And the thing is, it's like it doesn't matter where any of these other players go, they're going to have the same learning curve, man. You're not going to automatically get everything right off the bat. The first 2 years, 3 years you're in the league, that's not how things work, man. Especially with young players, you take the good with the bad, and it's just that simple. We don't. It goes back to what DC was talking about with all this criticism of these different guys that are suddenly overnight going to become Detroit Tigers fans and all this stuff. No, man, brother, no, don't jump on the bandwagon. Don't jump on the boat now. Good and well, you were not a fan at the beginning of the season. You want AJ Hinch fired and all this other stuff. It goes back to that fickle nature, man. It's this why nobody wants to play here often. It's really a lot of it's the fandom, man.
And as of lately, you notice the players hear us talking. They hear it. They basically let us know they hear us talking about it.
Absolutely.
So,
and I don't blame them.
You really showed the stick on it. So that's why I was so happy when Tigers didn't announce the money about AJ Hinch. I just said it to Daryl earlier. When they signed him last year to that long deal, they didn't tell nobody. It was a season I think was still going on, or it had just ended for him. And I still remember reading the post. They said they had a dinner with the owner and all this stuff. They gave him a long-term extension that was underclosed on how many years, and they gave him a scale of worth of money, but they haven't announced it. They just moved under the radar with it. And I'm glad, because I knew he was worth the deal. So in my mind, I already know it's like 6 or 7 years. Because if it was 5, it would have been, that's like their average 5 years. Like, they had to be longer than that. So I'm like, cool. Because everybody locked in. That right there was the first note.
That's what competent orgs do. I agree, brother. We ain't got to float out all the details, man. We just going to assemble this good front office here. We're going to put the right guy in to run the team, and we ain't got to give all the details about it. And now look what's going on now. Here, the fruits of the harvest. Beautiful.
Absolutely. Man, so we had another great show today, man. Definitely talk about the Lions come out with the victory today, and the Tigers with a victory to get in as well. So, Bree, I'm gonna start with you and give you your final thoughts, man, about the Tigers and the Lions, man. Your final thoughts.
Man, just with the Tigers, just keep on doing what they doing, man. Just take advantage of the schedule that you have, and just play out the rest of the regular season for the fans, man. Play through with the fans, and that's as fans. Let's support this team. Let's go out to all of these games, as many games as you can, to support this team. You know what I'm saying? And just have a reason to come out here. This is winning baseball. You know what I'm saying? Just support this team as much as possible. And stay in the Lions. I mean, you got a Monday night game. They're gonna celebrate Calvin Johnson for being with Hall Alliance, celebrate him. So let's just celebrate both of these teams and just have love for this city, man, and just do the damn thing. That's how I feel about it. Just make it, support this team, support the city, and you know what I'm saying. That's about it.
Art,
support Detroit teams.
Oh, myself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Just piggyback off what Breed is talking about, man. We have both of these teams are in a good spot right now. Tigers been playing excellent ball, man. Let's rally behind them. Let's support them. Let's support, and it's top to bottom, not just the players, but the leadership is clearly competent. And they know what they're doing, man. So let's go of any biases we've had, criticism of players, things like that, whatever that may be, man. Sometimes as fans, we have to get over our ego as well and just admit, look, you know what? These folks we've been criticizing all season long, they actually know what they're doing. And I think that's what it is with the Tigers right now. I think you made a great point about, the fair weather fandom and the fickle fandom, man. And it's time to rally behind these guys. Let's get into the playoffs. They're going to make it. Detroit, the Lions, same thing, man. Great spot. We got great leadership there. Let's rally behind these guys and let's see the Tigers get into the playoffs and let's see the Lions have a strong season, man. And and all that being said, Michigan did win yesterday. I just want to say that. You know what I'm saying? They did win yesterday. I'm gonna get you.
Well,
get you on.
Well, good night, everybody.
Bree, we gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about that later. So, but real talk, man. But real talk though.
Y'all called it, bro. Y'all called it. As soon as y'all what did y'all say, man? Last time y'all had me on. Put Alex Orgy in there, see what he can do. You are correct. Now, can he throw the ball? Absolutely not. But did he infuse some energy into that offense? Absolutely.
but you know what though? But I'm gonna tell you this though, Ark. I'm gonna tell you this.
What's up, brother?
I think with more time, I think he's gonna get better. That comes with more time, throwing the football. It's the same thing with 8 miles at State. Once he gets more playing time, he's gonna get better. I think this coaching staff. No, go ahead.
As a Michigan man, but like I told y'all last time y'all had me on, brother, Aiden is just a better player than any guy we got in the quarterback room in Michigan right now. Wait, hold
on. Can you say that again, brother? Say that again, please.
Aiden Childs is a better player than any quarterback we have in the quarterback room at Michigan right now. That's an irrefutable fact, bro. We can look at those. Y'all know me by now, man. One thing I pride myself on not being a homer. I can't stand delusional people, and I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and be one myself, man. You can look, brother. You can have serious cataracts, need thick glasses, and not wearing them, and see that Aiden is better than any of those dudes we have on the field right now. I see Owen right there. My response to what Owen is saying, bro, we got a guy. We got a guy that cannot even throw the ball past 5 yards. Cut it out, Owen. Cut it out. Now you got Davis Warren. Davis Warren look like he can't even play on a high school team, man. Cut it out, bro.
At this point, I think I can win us a game in Michigan, dog.
Exactly. Nomis. Jaden Davis is a 5-star. Jaden Davis isn't even ready to play. What are you talking about? If Jaden was ready to play, he'd be playing.
Listen.
Tell him, Art. Tell him.
He could be playing.
Let him cook.
Let me tell you something, man. My next fight, I'm sending Owen tickets. In fact, bro, you know what? You're going to fly out with me, bro, because your loyalty is unquestioned, man. I want you in the crowd amongst everybody, man, cheering for me, because it don't matter if I get knocked out cold. Owen going to root for me, bro.
Hey, don't turn on you like Richard Pryor said. Get up.
Bro, you said on the roster. Bro, look, Owen, it's a lot of quarterbacks in the NCAA right now who are 5 stars, bro. who are not even on the field because they're not ready, and they're not. If you're not ready to be on the field, you're not good enough yet. Whether it's physically, whether it's your schematically, whether you don't understand the playbook at the collegiate level, whatever. That sort of talent might be there innately, but it has not translated to practice, and it surely hasn't translated to the games because you don't get off the bench. So Jaden Davis, we'll see next year, and he will be ready, and I guarantee that boy will be a monster because you're right. He is a 5-star talent, and I believe in Sharon Moore's ability to coach. But in terms of the scrubs that we got in rotation at Michigan, man, give me Aiden. And I don't care if you throw 5 interceptions in the game. It's better than what we got now.
Damn.
Look, watch this. Aiden threw 3 picks yesterday, and then Orgy didn't throw 3 times. Stop it, bro. Stop.
Tell him.
Stop it, bro.
Tell him. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Bro, if it wasn't for a linebacker we had playing running back, we would have lost.
Oh, my God. I forgot about it.
Hey, Art, I gotta give you the James Hart. I gotta give you the James Hart because you cooking right now. You cooking.
Bro,
you
crazy,
cooking.
Man.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. This guy, he said Orgy is a national champ. Bro,
Yeah, a bitch. Dude, if you want to play on the bench and be a national champion, go right ahead.
Exactly. How many snaps Orgy play?
Come on, man.
Cut it out, bro.
Dude, I tell you, man, it's never a dull moment with Owen. I swear, man. I swear.
This is the same
I
Owen.
swear.
Hey, listen. Hey, Bree, this is the same Owen every time that Big A always say something on a group chat. And he always agreeing every little thing that
I told you that's the stool picture. That's the stool picture.
Oh,
that's the stool picture.
Child had 2 good
like,
games.
yes, the boss.
Orgy
Yes,
ain't
boss.
played in 2
Yes,
games.
boss.
Owen. Orgy didn't have a good game yesterday, man. The running game had a good game. The O-line had a good game. Brother, what's the game? What are you talking about? Brother, we've only played 4 games. What do you mean you only have? So basically, what Charles has a 50% good game rate? How many good? What's the rate right now for Orgy? When Orgy can throw the ball, but look. When Orgy throws the ball at least 12 times, we can for a win. We'll have a conversation. I don't care how many picks you throw, man. Wait, look, it doesn't count. You don't throw the ball. This is like a dude. Man, look at this, man. Look at this, bro. That's like me shooting up in the league. I shoot 1 3. I hit Orgy beat, brother. No, sir. That's not what happened. Our running backs beat number 11 USC. Remember, watch this, man. Sharon didn't even trust Orgy. The game is on the line, right? The game, anything goes, and you're trying to get the W, right? The game is on the line, and Sharon still didn't trust Orgy to throw the ball more than 5 yards. Then the one time he tried to throw the ball, throws it through the uprights. Throws it through the uprights in the back of the end zone.
Look, I don't want to cut you off, Art, man.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm about to go in on this guy.
Don't do it, man.
Please do, because I was going on him.
Owen, first of all, let me tell your big head ass something, okay? You my guy in there. Okay. First of all, we lost to a team like Boston College, okay? Boston College is a good football team.
Very good.
You forgot who coaching over there? Bill O'Brien. They used to be the head coach for the Houston Texans. That coach Deshaun Watson. You forgot about him?
Oh, wait. Hold on, Daryl. Oh, let me stop right there. That's not a good sport, man. Bill O'Brien.
Hold on. That motherfucking that coach over there. That coach over there that's coaching the hell out of that Boston College team. Yes, Michigan State should have won the game if we haven't turned the ball over 4 goddamn times. We haven't fumbled in the goal line, haven't thrown 3 goddamn interceptions. Yeah, we should have won that game. Because the way we outplayed them, if we just hadn't had them goddamn turnovers, we would have won the game. Obviously. Childs, despite the
Listen,
fact he
listen.
threw three. Hold on, Bree. Enough. Despite the fact that Childs threw 3 interceptions and still had an opportunity to win that game. It's the fact that Art said that your quarterback, Orgy, that your head coach, he couldn't even trust him to throw the ball more than 5 yards. That tells you something. And hold on, and it tells you Davis Warren threw 3 interceptions each game he played. So what are you talking about, Owen? You're sitting worried about Michigan State,
And also too, when you talking about excuses, y'all motherfuckers had so much excuses when y'all lost against Texas. So let's be real. And y'all only won by 10 points on Arkansas State. Bro, what are you come on, man.
In our defense, we didn't have excuses. We had Davis Warren. That's an excuse. That's a legit excuse. Davis Warren is a legit excuse, man, for a lot of things.
And let's be real too. If y'all ain't get that pick 6, USC was gonna do some things on y'all. Let's be real, because y'all had y'all hands on y'all asses, worried.
Look, Bree, let me tell you this right now, man. If you got to go to work in the morning, you catch a flat and you late, all you got to do is tell your boss Davis Warren. I guarantee you, he's not gonna write you up.
Exactly.
That's it. It's Davis Warren, man. He's not gonna even ask you for context about that. He just goes, Davis Warren. Oh yeah, you straight, bro. Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, you can have a whole day off, man.
Hey, I'm gonna call my job Tuesday. Say I can't come in. Why, Davis Warren?
Kelly, Davis Warren. And if y'all didn't throw those 3 interceptions, y'all would have won the game. Oh, and that literally proves the point, man. You can't throw interceptions when you don't throw the ball. That's like me shooting up for the Pistons. I shoot 1 3, I make a 3, and say I'm the best shooter in the league because I have 100% shooting percentage. And I shot 1 shot, man. I shot 1 shot. Bro, that's like, look at this, man. Imagine a guy that can't get a date talking about it. Bro, you done been broke up with 3 times. Brother, I ain't never seen you with a girl, period.
Come on.
What you mean? What point are you making, man? What point are you making?
Wait a minute.
What point are you making?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hey, Art. Hey, Art.
Yes, sir.
And Breed and Nomus. So Alex Orgy, he only threw 12 times, right? 7 to 12. 32 yards. QBR rating 26.7.
It's bad, man. It's bad.
And you telling me about Aiden Childs is you talking about Aiden Childs is not better than that bingo?
Oh, man.
Dude. Hey, Daryl, check this out. Hey, Daryl, check this out. Orgy is the Ben Simmons of college football. So much talent.
At least Orgy played.
Well, hey. Yeah, if you want to call it that. If you want to call it that.
It's bad.
After hearing them stats, you wonder if that nigga even played at all.
Man, it's bad. Bro, they may as well just go ahead and convert that brother to tight end or something like they did with Gentry way back in the day, man. Because he's not a quarterback. It is what it is. You know, Jaden Davis, yeah, he's on the roster, but like all young studs, you know, he should get a chance to redshirt that freshman year, lift weights, get stronger, things like that. So he's not even in the picture, man. We'll see him next year, and the kid will be a stud, I guarantee it. But for now, the 2 scrubs that we have in rotation, Davis Warren, man, you know, he'll be a great insurance salesman after this year. You know, Alex Orgy, I'm sure he'll be a great high school running backs coach somewhere, man. Very well-spoken young man. I'm sure he'll get a job anywhere he wants to. But young man, he's very intelligent. And MSU is the Panthers of college. They're 3-1, homie. Stop that. Anyways, as I was saying, I'm sure both of those young men have bright futures and 9-to-5 careers. I guarantee it. But football is something they're not going to make a dime out of. Neither one of them. And I'm a Michigan man through and through, brother. But we're gonna keep it a bean, man. Hold on. How old is Owen, man?
Owen, he's still young. He's still young.
Maybe that he ain't our age.
He's probably somewhere in our age. I think he is a little
that
bit.
Boy Orgy gonna be like Denard Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Denard was better than Orgy, man. This. I don't even know what Orgy is, man. I don't, man. I don't even know what Orgy. I want to say he's Taysom Hill, but I don't know what Alex Orgy is, man.
Davis is better. I'm done.
Don't even post that comment.
Well, I guess I can get to my final thoughts then.
Hold on. Look at this.
Hey, long as you back away from the GM building, you good, dog.
Can somebody explain? Is Owen on crack or something, man, right now?
I think Owen is just professionally trolling right now, man. Owen is just trolling right now.
So Davis Warren is better than Aiden Childs.
But Davis Warren is not better, bro. They got a young man in Rockford High School right now who is a stud and is better than Davis Warren.
So I'm gonna read this stats right quick. No, before you let you get your final thoughts. So Aiden Childs, the 4 games just so far, he's throwing for 891 passing yards. This is all the 4 games. Yes, he has 4 touchdown passes, 7 interceptions. Yes, he has too many interceptions. Okay,
he's young. So, that's fine.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to Michigan's right quick. I'm gonna go to Michigan's. Let me go to Michigan's right quick.
Hey, DC, before you read that, do we have 4 touchdown passes combined from both of our quarterbacks thus far?
I'm about to go to Michigan's in a minute. Let me go to. Let's see. Let's see.
And we ain't even talked about Donovan Edwards.
Hold on, Davis. You know what? You absolutely.
Let's talk about Donovan Edwards. Let's talk about that All-American. What is he doing now? Okay.
Hold on. We're gonna get
okay.
So, yes, Davis Warren, 2 touchdown passes this year. Orgy 2 touchdown passes. Yes, that's 4 touchdown passes combined.
Two guys compared to one.
To one guy. And they only
how many interceptions between those 2 dudes?
Davis Warren threw 6 interceptions alone.
Okay, so
6.
Look, and this is me technically being the traitor because this is a Michigan State guy I'm talking to, but I got to keep it a bean again. So between the 2 scrubs we have in rotation, we got 6 INTs and only 4 touchdown passes compared to one young man who's 19 years old. Mind you, both of our quarterbacks are upperclassmen and were on a national title winner just last year. So they should know how to win. They should know a winning system. They should know how to put that on the field. And between a young man who is 19 years old, he's thrown for more yards combined and more touchdowns and less INTs than 2 guys. Owen, man, just go get some sleep tonight, brother. It's over.
Don't let Owen tell it. He'll say it's man. We've won 15-0, but then hold on. Soon as they lost to Texas. Oh, we ain't say that they was gonna go 15-0. Oh, we ain't say they was gonna be our whatever. Stop it.
No, D.
Davis Warren
please
that game.
You gotta say the whole thing. Well, we lost 20 guys to the NFL last year. Okay. All right. You and Alabama every year. Okay. Got you.
Well,
Alabama does the same thing.
Hey, Nomis, who's the starting quarterback for Cass Tech, man?
Wait, what?
Because you would know something like that. Who's the starting quarterback for Cass Tech?
Bro. Why they blow my team? Yeah. Why they blow my school out like that, man? 71-0.
Oh Lord!
Come on, man. Why they do it like that?
Who's the starting quarterback? Because I ain't kept up with him.
Okay, whoever the starting quarterback for Cass Tech, he better than Orgy and Davis Warren. Whoever. Who the general manager at the closest McDonald's you buy food from?
Hey.
Oh, and who the general manager at the closest McDonald's you buy food from? Whatever his or her name is, they better.
Let him cook.
Hey.
Let him cook.
Wow.
Hey, Owen. Say, hey, Owen. You didn't say about 15-0, man. Before the season start, you didn't say about 15-0.
Stop, man.
Oh
We're
man,
not
we
doing that.
got 20 guys that they left in the NFL. Okay, all right, but you still in the top 10 in college football. Okay.
You know, I didn't say we going 15-0. Okay, 14-1.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No,
Come on, man.
Notice you're not posting nothing about quarterbacks no more. Man, come on,
hey,
man.
Owen. Hey, Owen. Is Michigan gonna win the rest of their games this year? Y'all still gotta play Oregon as well. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still gotta play that school in Columbus this year. You know, is y'all gonna bet? Okay. Somebody say.
See, and that's another thing. Now they got a hard schedule and shit, and they complaining about that.
Somebody say 16-1. I hope they talking about the Lions. You know, that 16-1. You ain't no way. Hey, you talk about Michigan. Hey, that's not gonna happen. That's not
with Orgy at quarterback.
No.
Now
Look, next year that team is going to be something else. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Michigan,
depending on who they keep.
And you hold on. I'm gonna ask Owen too. Owen, you think that Michigan's gonna beat Michigan State with those two quarterbacks? You really think Michigan's gonna beat Michigan State with those two quarterbacks?
Oh my God! What is going on?
Hey, if Charles don't have 20 interceptions by that game, shit. Shoot.
He can have 20 interceptions and still have more TD passes than both of those guys combined. He said, "Nigga, we lucky we win 6 games." Yeah, okay.
Cut it out.
If you're new to the chat, man, make sure you like the stream and like, comment, subscribe, and share this crazy mess with everybody y'all know. So
This
see how
guy,
crazy we are.
Art, you started this, man.
We were supposed to end this like 15 minutes ago. And they got at least we covered college football this weekend.
It's over for. It's over for.
Don't try to go on our side. Whoa. What do you mean? Unlike me, who's our side, brother? I'm an actual alum. What you mean? What you mean, bro? I ain't one of these cats that bought a jersey out of a sports shop or something, man. Come on, dog. What you mean, bro? I'm just gonna keep it a bean, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a bean. Both of them dudes, bro.
Hey,
thank you.
I can suit up right now. I can suit up right now at 35 years old, man, and give you better minutes than Davis Warren, or at least the same thing. I guarantee, brother. So look, and I mean that. Yes, I can go in and throw 3 interceptions and still ask to start next week. Yes, I can do that.
All I'm saying is, man, Art, it's your fault, man, because you brought up about this. Michigan.
Look, it needed to be said, man. Owen need a reality check, man. None of those guys.
Hey, Owen. Hey, Owen. That's the thing. We always talk bad about our teams. We always do. If it's something that happens, we talk about. Hell, I'm gonna do a video later on to talk about my sports. So I always talk about how bad our team do. So
absolutely,
it is what it is.
Yep. Norman, go ahead and get your final thoughts, man, so we jump out of here.
Back away from the damn camera.
Oh, here you go. Well,
we gonna start a fund for Noma's backing away from the camera fund. Just we gonna start doing that.
If I left my camera in the other room and stand in another room, you would still be saying.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
I would.
You're right.
Gotta back away from all the way to the GM building.
You're right. Jaden Davis next year will be a stud. He's not even in the rotation this year because he's not ready.
Okay, all right.
But you can play him on NCAA football though. That's the only way you see him is when you play NCAA football. Novus J, you have the floor, sir.
So
Go
that
ahead,
being
Nolan.
said, well, at least we covered all our topics today. But anywho, now I want everybody to do me one favor. This is something I had to say. I'm going to gamble and say that the Lions are likely going to be in the playoffs again this year. I'm going
Yeah.
to say that the Tigers will likely be in the playoffs this year, and I'm also going to throw my hat in there with the Red Wings. Not too sure yet officially with the Pistons, but I'm going to say 3 out of 4 is a good start. And I want to say this right now. Well, even I don't care if you're a Spartan fan or a Michigan fan. I'm I'm so far happy with both teams. I know there's been some struggles on both sides, but I still like overall that they are in the win column for both teams. Getting
Absolutely.
killed for being the middleman, but it's happy. It's a good thing to see the Spartans being competitive again. I do like the coaching that's going on. I know you may had a little blipper yesterday, but for Michigan, hey, it's fight as good as you can. You know what I'm saying? You
It
got
is,
some
man. You're
you're
right,
the
brother.
national champions until you ain't. So as far as our teams are winning, I just want one thing: enjoy the winning, enjoy whatever winning we can get here. We have been
Mm.
infested with so much losing, but I do need y'all to understand one important thing: do not go to these tailgates, go out to these events and act the fool. I don't
Exactly.
want to
You're right, brother.
hear no more gunshots and people getting hurt when we supposed to be in the times where we actually enjoying the fact that we got some
Exactly.
winning going on in the city. Y'all are misrepresenting us.
I
People don't
agree.
want to come here,
I
and them
agree.
doing that is only making it worse. Don't do that.
It's
Hmm.
silly
You got
behavior, man. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
it's like we trying to get the NBA to do the All Star stuff down here. We didn't have the draft down here. We got to a fight down there.
Yep.
Lucky they wasn't too promoted, but y'all gotta represent us better than that, man. This petty stuff y'all still arguing about today. Y'all not see what's going on in the world right now. This is what's coming down to. The winning is supposed to be our escape. The sports stuff is supposed to be our escape from the reality.
Exactly.
Don't bring it over there. Leave that shit at home. Where you at? Don't when you come down there, it's to enjoy yourself.
Well said, brother. Well said.
And I want everybody to stay safe out there. Control your alcohol consumption. Control, everything you're doing. If you know you got issues with somebody, it's a chance to be down there. Stay your ass at home. I don't care how much
absolutely,
you want to go outside, but it ain't worth it.
Exactly.
absolutely.
Exactly.
And with that being said, everybody, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to D3 on 3SB. We will be having more content coming, man. Like I said, y'all see we cover a lot of stuff. We have fun up here. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
At the end of the day, and we very community open with our people in chat. Our family comes around all the time. Dante, you lost connection, but man, shout out to everybody that was on the show today.
Right.
Daryl, Bree, y'all did a wonderful job. Of course, you two did as well. Art, and hey, man, keep up with us.
No, absolutely. Anytime, brother. I'm grateful that you guys have me on. Very grateful.
Absolutely.
Always, always.
And I'm gonna say this. Just give a quick final thoughts. Listen, it's been a great show today. Like I said, we're happy that the Detroit Tigers are that close be in the playoffs. They got the wild card spot. The playoffs started today. The Tigers will be in the playoffs right now. I told you I'll keep receipts with these so-called Tigers fans. I'm keeping receipts with these Lions fans to keep a lot of receipts. I'm telling you right now, it's about to be a fun playoffs for the Detroit Tigers. It's about to be a fun playoffs for the city, for the whole city of Detroit. Period. So, like I said, as far as Lions, do what you're supposed to do. Stick to your identity. Do what you're supposed to do. So, Michigan, yes, you got the win. You got the win, but your quarterbacks are terrible. Michigan State, Michigan State. I mean, we had the opportunity to win the game. Now we got a tough game coming up against the School of Columbus at home. So,
Ooh.
yep. So it's going to be pretty tough. So losing in the fashion that we lost, so we had still had an opportunity to win the game. So, against Boston College, which is a good team, but it's what it is. We got to be better. We got to clean up the turnovers, and we didn't have a lot of our key guys, but we still had opportunity to win the game. It's still no excuse. So, but yeah, it's been another great show. Art, man, thank you always coming through, showing love, man. This channel, man, very appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
And I'm saying Nomus J, I'm saying and Bree, and it's been great, man. It's been great. Go ahead, Bree, right quick.
Nah, I was just gonna say this real quick, man. And also too, I gotta give a shout out to Asia Wilson, man. She was unanimous MVP this season, so definitely shout out to her having a MVP type of season, and the WNBA playoffs, man. It had already started. I think it started today, so but definitely shout out to Asia Wilson, man, scoring over 1,000 points this season and everything. So definitely kudos to her.
That's WNBA player hands down. I don't want to hear nothing about no Caitlin Clark and none of that.
Yep.
Asia Wilson her name should be all over. I know disrespect to Caitlin Clark, but her name, Asia Wilson, should be always talked about more. Plain and simple.
Exactly.
It's not even close. But thank you, Bree, for that little shout out, man. Really appreciate that.
Yes,
so that's that being said, it's been another great show, man. We're gonna get out of here, man. Everybody have a safe week. We definitely gonna be back. You know what I'm saying? Get some more content. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely gonna be talking some more. We'll give you update about the Detroit Tigers, get update on the Lions, and we got the Pistons training camp coming up in preseason. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Wayne's already started their little training camp preseason. So make sure we're gonna give y'all updates of what's going on in the college football world. As I said, Art, Nomus J, Bree, your boy DC1. We out of here. Catch y'all in the next video. Peace.
Peace and blessings.